Morning guys, welcome back. Bobby Freeman here, and today my friends I am officially excited because it's one of my favourite cars on the show. I know I say that about a lot of cars on the show, but this one genuinely is. As you can probably tell, this one is a Chevy Camaro, and it's not just any Chevy Camaro, okay? Now you're probably thinking, oh, he's got a Camaro on the show, he's in the UK, he's probably got the 2 litre. Nope, we've not got the 2 litre. Oh, okay, he's probably gone for the 3.6 litre. No, we're not fucking about today, my friends. We have got the 6.2 litre V8 ZL1 supercharged. Oh yes. And the reason it's one of my favorite cars, it's because it's so elusive, you know, especially here in the UK. You go to America, you'll see loads of these things, but these are an extremely rare car here in the UK. And I've actually done a few road trips in America, and I've always tried to get the Camaro. I've always tried to book it at the car rental place, but for whatever reason, every time I get there, it's either not available or it's been damaged or whatever. I've never been able to get one. Or one time I went with my wife and there was too much luggage and it was very, very annoying. But it's always been the kind of the car that got away. But today, my friends, it's not the one that got away. It's definitely firmly on the hook, and I've landed it. It's in the keep net. This fishing analogy is getting a little bit weird, but we've definitely got a Camaro on the show, and I'm very excited about it. Now, muscle cars of old, as we all know, went very, very fast in a straight line, but you showed them a corner, it kind of just all went a little bit wrong. This one, my friends, is a different story. This is way more track focused. It's lighter, and it actually has some decent suspension on it, so it will actually go round corners. So it's rear wheel drive, 650 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and top speed of 201 miles per hour. And we've come down here to the beautiful leafy county of Hampshire here in England, where we've got some actually surprisingly aggressive swans actually over there. Might be a bit of extra content when we get attacked by swans, but you know, it's well, as long as it gets the views, I don't really care. And if you like the sound of a man getting attacked by swans while looking at a gorgeous Camaro, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, where you see lots more stuff just like that, and even better. Well, maybe not better, but almost as good. So here we go, guys. Let's have a look around it show. And as I say, I'm keeping a very close eye on, I've got swan watch over here because these guys are looking rather aggressive. But I think, to be honest, I reckon if it really came to it and I had to take on a swan, I reckon if I got a punch in, I could probably take it. Although I would almost certainly be arrested, because apparently it's illegal to attack swans because they all belong to the Queen. Although the Queen is actually dead, so I'm not sure if they passed the King or not. Anyway, let's get on with the Camaro content. So as I said before, I just think this car, it's like, imagine if like a 10-year-old boy was let loose in a car design studio and they said, just make something super cool. Don't worry about, there's going to be no limitations or anything, or you don't have to worry about looking conservative or anything. Just make it look badass. This is what you generally or definitely come out with. Just look at it. I remember when I first saw one of these things, and it just kind of blew me away with the just kind of brash and unapologetically kind of in your face how the styling is. Look at it. I mean, this one has actually got the 1LE aero kit on the front here. You see it's the front bumper's slightly different, and you got these kind of wonderful kind of bladey type things which look like they'd I don't know, chop someone's leg off on the way past. And Phil's actually had that put on. The owner has very kindly let me do a video on it today. He's actually got those put on before he had it imported from the United States. As we come around the side, he's also got this, well, he didn't have this put on, but this bit here, this nice inset in black here, that also comes in carbon fibre as well. I just struggle to find any bad angle of this car. Just look at it. Let's go around this way, shall we get the lake in the background as well. Oh man alive, it just sets your heart on fire, doesn't it? Look, here we go. Let's get a nice profile angle like this. Oh man alive, this is such a good looking car. I absolutely love it. So here we are on the inside, and Phil's going to give a bit of a run through of what's what's what in here, because a few things are not quite as standard. So Phil, do you want to give us a run through of what we're looking at in the cockpit here?
What we've got here is forged carbon fibre steering wheel, Alcantara on there. This was sent in, I got it imported from the States from a company called Carbon Add-ons.
Right.
They also provided some other parts. This is carbon fibre shell over my gear stick. We've got the gear stick itself, which is also forged carbon fibre.
So this isn't standard either. This is from this company you mentioned,
no.
right?
The original one looked quite tired. So
oh, really?
I'd replace that.
Puff it up a little bit, right? Okay.
I've tried to dechrome it as much as I can, apart from the door handles. So all of this as well.
They added this on, and this blue bit around here as well. Is
yes,
that?
Yeah, the blue bit and the parts on the inside of the door handles.
Right. Yeah.
We had a bit of a job with the steering wheel, because we actually had to take the battery out, take the steering wheel off, take the airbag out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because this houses the airbag.
Right.
So
of course.
this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Standard. My girlfriend actually wrapped that part of the steering wheel. So that
bit there in the middle
originally. So that's actually eBay wrap.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's because I wanted it like
what a job.
And then that's actually painted with Warhammer paint.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
So that was white originally, but like we painted that over. So
that's amazing. That's the first Warhammer reference I've got in one of my videos, so I'm very pleased about that.
Yeah, you definitely have more.
I'll just make a note of that. More Warhammer references in my videos.
There are. I don't know if you can see them. Floor mats.
Yep.
Actually, a present from my mum. It's very nice.
Oh.
We had to have those custom made and sent in because the original ones had red trim around the outsides, but obviously I wanted blue. Where
didn't
the
go with the blue, yeah.
Yep, so I wanted blue on there.
Right.
And also the only other interior part, and you'll see them in the back, and they're next to us. Probably easier
The
to find the
belts.
ones in the back. Are the belt covers.
Yeah.
Which is another Christmas present from the girlfriend.
Wow.
From Etsy.
I've got them here as well on my belts. Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. And then it's genuine. I think it's suede in here, isn't it, rather than Alcantara? I was saying.
Yeah, I mean it looks quite similar. I know that's Alcantara.
Oh really?
Yeah. On here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a test that you run to find out what's what. So.
And maybe I can just use my. I grew up on a farm, you see, so maybe I can.
You know better than I would.
Feels like something laid down its life to opposed to this bit, I reckon. So that's nice to know, isn't it?
Well, it's probably not the most vegan car you've ever sat in.
Well, we want to drive the car, not eat it, so that's fine by me. Whereabouts was it in the States? Whereabouts
Florida,
was it?
It was brought in.
It's in Florida. Wow.
Yeah, so it's originally in Florida. It then got picked up and it found its way around Europe. For about 3 months before it
had a bit of a long, had some nautical miles on it, didn't it? Where did it go to when it was being imported?
I don't know if it was necessarily nautical miles. It was more bouncing around ports.
Oh,
They
really?
blamed it on COVID.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
It's the excuse for everything these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Apparently COVID's fault. So.
Yep. Sorry about a bit of wobble on the camera there. That was due to COVID. So, Awesome. So I think me and Phil are going to. We've looked all around it. All we need to look at. I think it's about time we. Take it out on the road and scare some swans. So here we are out on the road. Me and Phil are going to take this for a nice little drive now. You can probably hear, even as it's just ticking over, it's the burble and the noise from that exhaust is absolutely awesome. And it handles like you can feel it. I mean, we're not on a racetrack or anything, but it's it's a lot. It's. But you say you've got the sport suspension on this one, Phil.
It's got Magna-Ride suspension, so it's currently in track mode. So
right.
Stick to the road a bit better.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, you get the sense of it, even just sort of a little bit of a roundabout. It just sort of handles really flat. So we're just going to go out onto the not the motorway, is it? It's the A road down here. But so Phil's going to put his foot down in a minute. Yep. Kind of lost for words really at that. God, I bet you just never get sick of that, do you, Phil? That sound. It's kind of addictive, isn't it?
Well, I'm becoming accustomed to it now.
Oh, have you? All right. I'm definitely not yet.
Okay, so if I go into driving mode, engine sound management, I can actually put it in stealth mode.
Stealth mode?
And it like quietens it down. It pushes the airflow through the back box.
Right, okay. Oh, okay, so then it becomes a bit more kind of civilised and just sort of...
Here it's not as loud.
Yeah.
So I don't annoy the neighbours so much.
Right, it's very courteous of you.
But then if I want to open it back up again. back in track, and then it.
Oh yes. Do you tend to keep it in track mode most of the time, or?
Once I've left my road, it goes straight into track mode.
Oh really?
To be honest. I don't care about annoying anyone else, but I just never hear the end of it with the neighbours.
Well, that's fair enough, I think, isn't it? This is kind of like your weekend car, you say, isn't it? So.
This is my weekend car. I take it to shows.
Yeah.
Just do a bit of like weddings and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We've actually just come from a show. I met Phil at a show, and there was some amazing cars there. But as I said to Phil, I think this was kind of top of the tree, really. This is the one that was garnering the most attention from people. And there's a lot of American cars there. It seemed to be more American cars, perhaps.
There were a lot of American cars, a lot of Mustangs.
Yeah, loads of Mustangs there. I almost think we should just I should just make the video where it's just us just sitting in silence. It's just the sound of the exhaust. It might be just be more entertaining.
Yeah, we can do that. Just rev it for an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That'd make great content, I think. So do you think you could live with it as if it was your only car? Do you think you could make it work?
If I only worked my day job, yes.
Yeah.
But with my weekend work, absolutely not. I
Really?
sometimes drive hundreds of miles at the weekend.
Oh, right.
And some of the spaces that I have to park in are quite tight.
Of course, yeah.
Like a lot of rough terrain that's not suitable for this sort of car. So.
Yeah, they don't really make American cars for the British
A lot of
spaces, do they?
potholy country roads. So
Yeah.
I'm just not too keen on driving it for my weekend work. Really.
Yeah, but then again, you can. That's what it's all about. I was going to say, but you said you've got a 1.5-year-old son, and you can get him in the back with his baby seat.
Yeah, we've actually got a
can't
rear-facing baby seat.
Yeah.
It's called an Axe Kid
Right.
baby seat, but it's the only one that would fit rear-facing.
you? Yeah.
And we basically swap it between my Sirocco and the Camaro. You've probably seen from this morning, it's a bit of a head turner.
It really is. I mean, we drove out the car meet this morning. It's what it must be like to be like a famous pop star or something. Everyone is it's like you're being papped all the time, like on every verge. You've got people with cameras taking pictures, and you always slow down for them, don't you, if you can, so they can get a good photo.
I mean, when they're screaming at me, do a burnout, because I can't really afford that much tyre tread.
Yeah.
I tend to only do that sort of thing at shows.
Right, you just go, oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
I don't mind revving it up, but I kind of
Yeah.
try and make sure there's not any like small children and
Yeah.
that sort of thing around. So.
It's very considerate.
Or swans, but you can help that. But,
Yeah. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed my video today. It's been absolutely awesome to feature a Camaro on the show. Finally, it's like a dream come true, and what a way to do it with this amazing ZL1. Thank you very much for Phil for letting us look around the car and take us for a drive today. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Press the like button on the video, and if you want to support the show, head over to the Patreon page or click the join button below this video. But until next time guys, I am Bobby Freeman. Drive safe.